Narasimhavarman II, guardian of arts, messenger of peace. In the evening hues of magic, Bay of Bengal, the sound of waves, the soft gold of the sun, long shadows stretching across the sandstones. On that peak, flocks of birds flying in the sky speak a secret beyond time. Oh man, no matter how many eons pass, some names conquer time itself and stand with undying glory. One of those sacred names is Rajasimha, a king. Though he held a sword, he did not stain it with blood, but adorned it with the flowers of art. Forsaking the horrors of the battlefield, he saw peace as a weapon many times mightier than the sword. Come, let's open the radiant historical pages of that great king. On the seashore where waves sing, a history stood as stone. Rajasimha, your glory is the sound that time will tell. The beloved child of the royal lineage. In the great Tamil land, about 1,300 years ago, the Pallava Empire lived with unshakable glory in its golden age. Like good news, a prince was born on this earth. Rajasimha came into this world as the beloved son of the famous Pallava king, Narasimhavarman I, and his chief queen, Ulika Mahadavi, Rangapathaka, the shining lamp of the royal lineage, the son of the Pallava land. Rajasimha, with your birth, art flourished, and so did life. The Pallava lineage itself was renowned for art and military prowess. Though Rajasimha was born the son of a king, his youth was not spent merely in luxuries and palace comforts. According to the Pallava gene, he received deep training in martial arts, political strategies, and religious texts. His father, Narasimhavarman I, was a peak of valor, having fought many great wars with the Chalukyas. His father's war experiences and lessons filled with valor would have been an excellent guide for Rajasimha. The years from 695 CE to 722 CE were the reign of a great monarch who gave immense importance to arts, peace, and spirituality. He was Narasimhavarman II. However, even across ages, we revere him as Rajasimha. Rajasimha was not only a staunch devotee of Lord Shiva, but also a patron who supported learned scholars. During his reign, the renowned Sanskrit poet Dandan excelled in his court. Dandan's works, like Dashakumaracharitam, stand as great testaments to the literary richness of Rajasimha's time. Although information about Rajasimha's family life is very limited, he had a chief queen named Loka Mahadavi. They had a son named Mahendravarman III, who succeeded Rajasimha. Rajasimha's family not only ensured the continuation of the Pallava Empire, but also played a significant role in preserving artistic and spiritual traditions. Valiant wars and the pursuit of peace. Rajasimha's reign, unlike his ancestors, was not filled with great wars and continuous victories. In fact, Rajasimha was not a warmonger. He was a king who deeply desired peace. This characteristic is clearly reflected in many of his titles. During his reign, the Pallava Empire enjoyed a stable, peaceful golden age. However, it cannot be said that Rajasimha completely avoided wars. The wars waged by his grandfather, Narasimhavarman, and his father, Narasimhavarman I, against the Chalukyas had laid a strong, unshakable foundation for the Pallava Empire. Rajasimha reaped the benefits of his father and grandfather's victories. He may have engaged in minor skirmishes with the Chalukyas and Pandyas, but these were not large-scale invasions or wars that threatened the stability of the empire. Rajasimha's main focus was on maintaining internal peace within the empire and fostering arts and religion. During his reign, the borders of the Pallava Empire did not expand significantly. This does not indicate Rajasimha's military weakness. Rather, it proclaims that he considered war a last resort and preferred to maintain peace through diplomatic relations and by having a strong army. Rajasimha had close diplomatic relations with China. In 720 CE, he sent an embassy to the Chinese Tang Emperor Xuanzong, extending his hand of friendship to China, which was threatened by Arabs and Tibetans. The Chinese emperor accepted this and named Rajasimha's army, the army which cherished virtue. This proclaims Rajasimha's diplomatic nature, his interest in foreign relations, and the geopolitical situation of that era. the emperor who protected the empire with more strength than a sword. Rajasimha, your envoy bird, sought the path of peace. Public welfare projects, a king's foremost duty. Since Rajasimha's reign was peaceful, he was able to pay great attention to public welfare projects. As a king, ensuring the well-being of his citizens became his foremost duty. Trade development. He enthusiastically promoted maritime trade. Mamallapuram flourished as an important port city during his time. Merchants from many foreign countries visited here. The growth of trade brought significant employment opportunities and economic prosperity to the people. Irrigation facilities. Agriculture was the backbone of the Pallava Empire. Rajasimha must have focused on improving water bodies, digging new tanks, and establishing irrigation facilities. This multiplied agricultural production manifold and improved the living standards of the people. Social harmony. Although Rajasimha was a great devotee of Shiva, he supported other religions with religious harmony. This led to social unity and peace. Education and art development. He cherished and protected arts and literature. By fostering educational and art centers, he created an intellectual and cultured society. All of these indicate that Rajasimha did not merely view his people as subjects, but acted as a king who understood his responsibility to improve their lives. The king who reigned ruled in the hearts of the people. Rajasimha, your hands nurtured the land, gave life. Historically significant temples. Rajasimha's eternal symbols. Rajasimha's greatest contribution stands eternally in the magnificent temples he built. He was a king who reached the pinnacle of Pallava architecture. The temples built by him are not just places of worship. They are supreme wonders of art, sculpture, and engineering. His thirst for art, his spiritual dreams, all came to life embedded in stone. Mamallapuram Shore Temple. Standing majestically on the shore of the Bay of Bengal in Mamallapuram, the Shore Temple is a living testament to Rajasimha's architectural prowess. It is believed to have been built between 700 and 728 CE. This temple, with 3 main shrines, is dedicated to 2 forms of Lord Shiva and 1 to Vishnu. This temple stands tall today, enduring the fury of the ocean waves and the ravages of time. Its sculptures and towers gave a new dimension to Pallava art. It became a pioneer for structural temples built by stacking stones in South India. Shore Temple. Every moment the waves crash there, a song seems to be heard within that stone, as if Rajasimha's soul's voice echoes there. In the roar of the waves and the gentle hands of time, this poetic temple where Shiva's name is chanted. O waves, let your sound be the Veda, O stone, let your form be Shiva. Kanchipuram Kailasanathar Temple. The Kailasanathar Temple in Kanchipuram is another magnificent artistic creation of Rajasimha. It was built at the beginning of the 700 CE. Built entirely of sandstone, this temple embodies the aesthetics of Dravidian architecture and features intricate, delicate sculptural work. The small shrines surrounding the sanctum sanctorum of this temple contain exquisite sculptures depicting various forms of Lord Shiva. This temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It vividly shows Rajasimha's deep devotion to Shiva and his immense love for art. The murals in this temple are also an imperishable testament to Pallava period painting. Kailasanathar Temple, where every stone is a marvelous epic proclaiming Rajasimha's devotion and his love for Ishvara. At the height of his devotion, every stone touched by his hands became Shiva, a sacred place granting eternal darshan. Panayur and Kalagambadu temples. Besides Kanchi and Mamallapuram, Rajasimha also built temples in places like Panayur and Kalagambadu. His architectural style served as an inspiration and guide for later Chola and Vijayanagara Empire architecture. During Rajasimha's time, the practice of carving temples out of rocks changed to building complete structural temples by stacking stones. This was a revolutionary change in the history of Pallava architecture. Instead of granite, Rajasimha was unique in building his temples using sandstone. He saw God in stone, built temples like epics. Rajasimha, your creations are eternal proof of devotion. Titles and reasons Rajasimha received. Rajasimha received many titles. Each name indicates a unique aspect of his personality or achievements. Rajasimha, meaning lion among kings. This is his most famous title. It signifies his valor, majesty, and administrative prowess. Agamapriya, meaning lover of agamas. His Shiva temples, like Kailasanathar Temple and Shore Temple, show his great interest in Saiva agamas and rituals. Sankara Bhakta, meaning devotee of Shiva. This name confirms that he was a staunch devotee of Shiva. Adyantakama, meaning one with limitless desires. This refers to his artistic interest and his thirst to build many wonderful temples. Ranajayan, meaning victor in battle. Although he did not wage major wars, this shows that he was a great warrior and preserved the martial traditions of his ancestors. Avanibijan, meaning ruler of the earth. This refers to him as the king who ruled the vast expanse of the Pallava Empire. All these titles proclaim that Rajasimha was a multifaceted monarch with expertise in art, spirituality, and public welfare. Though he had many titles, you were a king whose fame spread. Rajasimha, your glory is the history that time will tell. In the flow of time, waves change, sand dunes shift, but Rajasimha's magnificent temples endure. Rajasimha, your art, your devotion, your spirituality still resonate like a gentle melody in our breath. One of the titles he received, Rajasimha, lion among kings. But history says of him, he was not one who held a sword. He held a lotus. He sowed peace. He stood as a guardian of art. Rajasimha's fame will last forever. We will continue to explore the Pallava kings and their colossal artistic creations in upcoming series. Please subscribe and watch our playlist to see our other posts and to encourage us. Thank you.